Hello, friend. I know emotional intelligence is something almost everybody wants to have. And honestly, I think it's one of the greatest self-improvement skills you can ever build. Because emotional intelligence doesn't just help you deal with your own emotions, it also helps you understand other people's emotions. It helps you build better relationships, make wiser decisions, stay calmer during difficult situations, and honestly, it makes life much more peaceful. Most of us spend years trying to become smarter, stronger, richer, or more successful, but we rarely spend time learning how to deal with our emotions. And that's why so many people struggle. So today, let's talk about emotional intelligence. The first thing I want to talk about is what emotional intelligence actually is. Personally, I see emotional intelligence as being wise with your emotions. It's the ability to understand what you're feeling, understand why you're feeling it, and choose the right response instead of reacting impulsively. But emotional intelligence isn't only about yourself. It's also about understanding other people. It's about realizing that everyone has emotions, everyone has struggles, everyone has bad days, and learning how to deal with those situations in a mature way. For example, imagine you're really angry. A person who isn't emotionally intelligent might immediately shout at someone just to let their anger out. They think yelling will make them feel better. But an emotionally intelligent person knows that yelling won't solve anything. It will only hurt another person and probably make the situation worse. Instead, they pause. They calm themselves down. They spend some time alone if needed, and only after they become calm do they respond. They still feel anger. They don't suppress it. They just don't let that anger control their actions. That's the difference. Emotional intelligence isn't about not having emotions. It's about not becoming a slave to them. Honestly, emotional intelligence helps in almost every part of life. There will be so many moments where you'll feel overwhelmed, confused, anxious, disappointed, jealous, frustrated, or even scared. And during those moments, people often make decisions they regret for years. They say things they never meant to say, they ruin relationships, they hurt people they love, all because they reacted emotionally instead of thinking clearly. Emotional intelligence helps you avoid those moments. It gives you the ability to pause before making a decision. And not only that, people naturally enjoy being around emotionally intelligent people because they feel understood. They feel heard. They feel respected. That's why I honestly think emotional intelligence is just as important as communication skills. If I tell you about my own experience, I wasn't emotionally intelligent at all. I was a really sensitive person. I felt everything deeply. Every small thing affected me. Someone saying one bad sentence could stay in my mind for the whole day. I used to overthink a lot, and honestly, it became exhausting. I realized that if I continued living like that, my emotions would keep controlling my life. So I decided that I needed to change. The very first rule I made for myself was simple: never react immediately. Now, I'm not saying become emotionless or become one of those people who never express anything. No, express yourself. Cry if you need to. Feel your emotions, but don't react while your emotions are controlling you. Because whenever you're angry, anxious, embarrassed, or afraid, your brain thinks reacting immediately is the best option. It tells you to send that message, to shout, to argue, to make a decision right now. But honestly, that's one of the biggest lies your emotions tell you. Every single time I reacted emotionally, I ended up regretting it afterward. I kept thinking, why did I say that? Or I should have stayed quiet. So I made a habit of pausing first. I calm myself down, I think. Because every reaction is actually a decision. And if you can pause before making that decision, you'll usually choose much better. Another thing that helped me a lot was learning to ask myself questions. Instead of simply saying, I'm feeling bad, I started asking myself why. Why am I angry? Why am I anxious? Why am I jealous? Why am I hurt? What's actually causing this feeling? What's underneath it? Because once you understand your emotions, they become much easier to manage. You stop fighting something you don't even understand. You become more self-aware. You start noticing patterns. Maybe every time you're stressed, you become angry. Maybe every time someone ignores you, you start overthinking. Maybe every time someone succeeds, you secretly become jealous. These patterns exist inside all of us, and the more aware you become of them, the more control you gain over your own emotions. Emotional intelligence starts with self-awareness. Another lesson I learned was empathy. And honestly, empathy completely changes the way you look at people. Instead of immediately judging someone, try looking at things from their perspective. Maybe they were rude because they were stressed. Maybe they ignored you because they were overwhelmed. Maybe they're dealing with problems you don't even know about. Now, this doesn't mean accepting disrespect or allowing people to treat you badly. It simply means understanding that not everything is personal. Once you realize that other people also struggle emotionally, just like you do, it becomes much easier to stay calm instead of reacting. You stop assuming the worst about everyone. And honestly, this one habit alone has improved many of my relationships. Another thing I really want to talk about is not suppressing your emotions. A lot of people think emotional intelligence means pretending that nothing affects you. That's completely wrong. Emotionally intelligent people still feel sadness. They still feel disappointment. They still get angry. They still cry. The only difference is that they don't let those emotions control their behavior. If I become angry, I don't pretend I'm okay. I simply choose not to explode. I spend some time alone. Sometimes I go outside. Sometimes I just sit quietly. Personally, I love spending time in nature whenever I feel emotionally overwhelmed. I don't know why, but nature has a strange way of calming the mind. After a while, those emotions slowly disappear on their own. You're not suppressing them, you're processing them. And the last thing I want to tell you is this. Emotional intelligence isn't something you magically become overnight. You build it slowly. Every difficult conversation teaches you something. Every mistake teaches you something. Every disappointment teaches you something. Every time you realize, I shouldn't have reacted like that, you're becoming a little wiser. Emotional intelligence isn't about becoming emotionless. It's about becoming wiser with your emotions, feeling them, understanding them, learning from them, and making better decisions because of them instead of despite them. So if there's one thing I want you to remember from this whole video, it's this. Feel your emotions. Never ignore them. Never suppress them. But also, never let them become the driver of your life. Let your emotions guide you, not control you. Because once you learn how to manage your emotions instead of letting them manage you, life becomes much more peaceful. You make better decisions, build better relationships, and most importantly, you become someone who stays calm even when life isn't. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.